So today's video is going to be a haul. I recently placed an order on the Physicians Formula website and on the Wet n Wild website. So we are doing a drugstore haul today. I want to talk about all the new Wet n Wild stuff, all the new Physicians Formula stuff. I feel like they've recently come out with so many things and I purchased quite a few of them. I do get PR from Wet n Wild, but I've been seeing these palettes like everywhere for the past few weeks and I hadn't gotten them in the mail, so I decided to place an online order and pick up a few things I've had my eye on. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started because I know this video is really long. I can just tell by looking at this box that this video is really long. I'm gonna start with the Wet n Wild stuff first. So the main reason I even jumped on the Wet n Wild website was because of these magical brushes. They recently just launched this like rose gold collection. They remind me of the Real Techniques brushes. Where is it? These. They look very similar. Very, very similar. And they're actually just as soft. I believe the Wet n Wild brushes are a little bit cheaper than the Real Techniques ones as well. I think it's so pretty. This is the Pro brush line and they look a little bit more high quality than all of their other brushes, but they're still really affordable. I think like the most expensive brush is like $7.99. So I was really excited to get my hands on these. I used them today for the first time when I was doing my face makeup, but then I just like kind of cleaned them a little bit so you wouldn't see them all dirty. And I really like them. They are synthetic. Some of them are a little bit stiffer than I would like. Like this one, this is the P20. It's a nice fluffy crease brush, but I like my crease brushes to be a little bit fluffier than this. This is just a little too stiff for me. But I really like this one. This is the P60. It applied my bronzer really nicely, and I even applied my blush with this. And then I put on my foundation with the P70 as well. But this one would be awesome for like pressed powder. My favorite one though, I have to say, is the P65. This one blended out my concealer so fast and so flawlessly, and I also used it to set my under eye concealer as well, and it works like a charm. And I also really like the P15. It's kind of like the MAC 217. It did a really great job of blending out my eyeshadow. So far so good. Some of these are like like this one I don't really like. This one is the P55. Not my favorite. I don't like the shape of it, but for the price you cannot beat these. They are so soft and I cannot wait to use them more. Okay, and then I got 4 of their eyeshadow palettes. I think they have one more, or did I get all of them? I don't remember, but they recently redid everything and they like reformulated everything. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I had a mini heart attack because this is the new Comfort Zone palette. If you guys are familiar with the original Comfort Zone, this is the new one. This is the old Comfort Zone palette, which I've used a ton on my channel back in the day, and I still use this. I still love this palette. It is so good. And there was a while there where I felt like Wet n Wild had really fallen off. Their formulas just weren't the same. Their eyeshadows weren't performing like they used to. And I was really concerned when I saw they reformulated everything and they released new palettes. And honestly, I haven't used the new Comfort Zone on my eyes yet to let you know if it's just as good. I have a feeling I am gonna like this because I used 2 other palettes on my eyes today and I really liked how it turned out. So I'm hoping their new formula is a good one. I'm actually gonna be showing you guys side-by-side swatches of the original Comfort Zone versus the new Comfort Zone, just so you guys can see. And honestly, they are pretty similar. The new one has 2 extra shades that the original did not. And then I also got these 3 to check out. This one is called Rose in the Air. I'm actually wearing a couple shades from this one. I'm wearing this color all over my crease right now. I love this shade. It's labeled Transition. It is so peanut buttery and amazing and super easy to blend. I really like that one a lot. And then I have these 2 cranberry shades like on the outer corners of my lids. And then I have this gold all over the lid. The mattes in these palettes are so good. So pigmented and so easy to blend. The shimmers are just a little trickier, but I mean, you can still make it work. This gold is really pretty. And then I have Not a Basic Peach. I have a couple shades from this one on my eyes as well. I have this color in my outer corners. I have this matte chocolate color on my eyes as well, and I even have this orange in my crease a little bit. And this one has my brow bone highlight. That is my whole look. There you go. I haven't tried any of the shimmers in this one, and then I also got this one. This is Nude Awakening. This is the new version, which I'm excited to try this one as well. And so far so good. I can't complain with those palettes, but they also released little quads, and this is the one that really got me. These quads really got me because they have one called Walking on Eggshells, and this one in Silent Treatment, which if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know Silent Treatment and Walking on Eggshells, these are Wet n Wild classics. Like why? Why do you discontinue a good thing? Wet n Wild, why? These were the perfect little trios. I even have an entire wedding makeup tutorial that I did using this trio. It was a drugstore bridal look, and now they have reformulated them and relaunched them. And now they're quads, not trios. This one broke in the mail, which I'm so sad because I was most excited for this shimmery color right here. I like that they're quads now though because they added a transition shade to both of them, which they didn't have before, so that's nice. And I have to use them on the eyes, but they do swatch really beautifully. And same goes for silent treatment. I don't know if it's just as good as my original. When you compare the eyelid shade to the original eyelid shade in the silent treatment trio, it doesn't match up to me. I feel like the original eyelid shade is a little bit more pigmented and a little bit prettier. But I don't want to get my panties in a twist. I really want to try these out on my eyes to make a fair judgment. And then I got these as well. This one is Hooked on Vinyl and this one is Petalette. My Hooked on Vinyl also broke. The shade I was most excited for also broke in this palette. What the F? This one swatches so pigmentedly, by the way. Really, really stunning color selection. I'm very into it. All right, so enough eyeshadow talk. Wet n Wild now has a cushion foundation. How exciting is this? I've been waiting for this ever since they came out with their cushion highlight. This is the Mega Cushion Foundation. It has SPF 15. I got mine in the shade Cream Ivory. It's the foundation I'm wearing on my face right now. And this color is a little bit off for me. I feel like the undertone is almost grayish. But besides that, I think this is a really pretty day-to-day foundation. It did settle into my lines a bit once I applied powder, but I really did like the finish. I like how it looks on the skin. It's very natural. I would say this has a sheer to medium coverage because when I first applied it, I was like, oh my gosh, I barely have any coverage. But I did 2 layers of it and it gave me awesome coverage, and I didn't feel like it got cakey or too thick once I applied those 2 layers. So I was really impressed with that. I'm gonna try this out a little bit more, but so far so good. The only thing, it does have a scent, but it's not a bad scent. I don't know if it's the SPF, but I feel like there's a little bit of fragrance in here. I don't know. When I saw that Wet n Wild came out with these like liquidy, delicious looking highlights, I got really excited. I picked up 3 colors. This golden one is called Gilded Glow. This iridescent purpley white unicorny kind of highlight, you know those. This one is called Halographic. And then this really pretty pinky champagne color is called Halo Goodbye. I was a little bit, how do the kids say it these days, shook when I saw that these were glass. I got these in the mail, I was like, oh my god, this is glass. I can't. My makeup needs to be in plastic bottles. Acrylic bottles, things that are not easily broken. I have to be very careful with these because I drop everything. But anyway, these are really awesome, and I really like that it comes with a doe foot like sponge applicator. I thought I was gonna have to pour this out onto the back of my hand, but no, thank God. I like the applicator on this. And these are perfect to just apply right to the tops of the cheekbone. It gives you such a beautiful glow. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this is the only one I've used. I cannot vouch for the others, but this one is so stunning. It is a little bit too dark for me. I wish they would come out with a gold that was a little bit lighter than this, but I can make it work. It's just so pretty and reflective. The only thing I will say about these is do not apply these on top of powder. I tried it yesterday on my bare skin and I loved it, and then I tried it today on top of my powder and it didn't work. I had to like really blend it in, and then I popped another highlight on top because it was just looking a little crazy. So definitely keep that in mind. But besides that, these are so stunning and affordable. Definitely check these out. All right, 2 more products before we jump into some Physicians Formula stuff. How incredible are these? I know these aren't new. I mean, I don't know if these colors are new, but they're new to me. And I cannot wait to use these. How crazy are these colors? I can't wait. Oh my gosh, did I get 2 of the same color? Yes, I did. Okay, so I got 4 of the Megalast Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadows. I haven't tried these out yet, and I've kind of heard a lot of buzz about them. When I saw these amazing jewel-toned colors on the website, I was like, yes, I need them in my life. I have Cosmic Teal, Black is the New Black, Emerald Gaze, and then this purple one that I don't know the name of because the sticker came off. So I'm sorry, but these are so incredible. They remind me of the ColourPop Supernova shadows or the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeshadows as well. It's a very similar vibe, but these colors are just to die for. I love them. Let me know if you've tried these out. Do you like them? Do they last all day? Is there any fallout? Let me know what you think, because I am so excited. All right, so Wet n Wild has a new face primer, and this is their Dewy face primer. I was really excited to purchase this because I have very dry skin, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, and I'm all about primers. I love primers. I'm always on the hunt for the best, most beautiful, dewy, hydrating primer, you know? I'm always on the hunt. So I was really excited to try this out. I used it yesterday for the first time, and I really liked it. I didn't love it, I wasn't blown away by it, but I really liked the luminosity it gave my face. The only thing is, it's not as moisturizing or as hydrating as I wanted it to be. It doesn't claim to be though. It doesn't claim to be for dry skin, but I wish it just gave me a little bit more of that. But it's not too bad. It did moisturize a bit, and I really loved like the glow it gave my face. So I think I'm really gonna like using this, maybe mixed in with more hydrating primers. I can't wait to try this out more because I feel like it has a lot of potential. All right, so now let's move on to the stuff I got from Physicians Formula. There's not as many things, but still things I felt I needed to talk about. Let's start off with the reason I even went on the Physicians Formula website to begin with. They released more butter bronzers. I was so excited for this because they only have 2 butter bronzers and they're both very light. There's one that's called light bronzer and then one that's called bronzer. Their naming is so strange, by the way. But anyway, I always felt like they needed something just a little bit deeper, and they released more shades. I still think they need to come out with a bronzer that's even deeper than this, but I picked up Deep Bronzer and Sunkissed Bronzer. I'm actually wearing Deep Bronzer on my skin right now. It's the only bronzer I have on. And for my skin tone, it is pretty deep. You get color on your skin like right away. I feel like with their original butter bronzer, like the one I used labeled bronzer, that one I have to build up a little bit, which is what I really like about it. It has a kind of like a cooler undertone. That one's perfect to contour with. This one I really like as well. I didn't think I was gonna like it because at first I was like, oh my gosh, does this one have kind of like a reddish undertone? I kind of feel that way a little bit, but once I applied it to the skin, I ended up really liking it. It has such a soft, beautiful sheen. I can't explain to you how beautiful these bronzers are. These are honestly like some of the best bronzers at the drugstore. It's so easy to blend, so creamy and smooth. I am in love with the butter bronzers. They're amazing. And then the other one I got was Sunkissed Bronzer. I really like this one as well. I used this shade in the video that's coming up next, Friday's video, and I really love the soft sun-kissed glow it gave my skin. It really has the perfect name because it has that warm undertone, but it's not too orange or too golden or too shimmery. It's literally just perfect. I love that. Okay, something I'm not obsessed with. Something that did not work for me. This is the Brow Last Long Wearing Brow Gel. I'm sure for those of you who like pomades or gels like this where it's like liquidy pomades, then maybe you would like this, but for someone like me who just strictly uses powders and pencils, this was just too harsh for me. I like that there's a spoolie. This spoolie is awesome, but that's pretty much it. It's so goopy on the brush, like so much product is on this brush. You really have to spend your time cleaning off the brush, making sure there's not too much product because it can get gunky. Personally for me, I don't like this whole opaque liquid gel thing. Physicians Formula has released foundations. This is a big deal. I got 2 shades, LW2, which is light warm 2, and then LN4, which is light neutral 4. And this is called the Healthy Foundation. It says it has a brightening complex. It has SPF 20 and it's for all skin types. I used this for the first time earlier today. I actually filmed a makeup tutorial this morning, and first of all, these colors are too light for me. The LN4 kind of has like a grayish undertone that I don't love. So I definitely need to go in store and pick out the right shade because I ordered these online. But I used this earlier today and I really liked it. The only thing is I was doing kind of like a more glam look and I felt like I needed more coverage. Plus this was too light for me, so I mixed it in with another foundation. But when I first applied it on my skin and I was looking at my skin, it does look really healthy. It gives you a really soft, barely there glow. Like it's not a foundation that's trying to be dewy. It's just very natural looking and it doesn't have much coverage at all. I would say you really have to build this up to get decent amount of coverage, but I really liked the coverage for like an everyday foundation look. I want to try this out on like my no makeup days, see how it goes. But it is 15 bucks and I'm not sure if it's worth 15 bucks just yet. Okay, so this next product I was so excited about and I ended up like, I don't dislike it, but I'm not crazy about it. This is the Spotlight Illuminating Primer with age-defying actives, whatever that means. It's actually a very similar primer to the new Wet n Wild one, only this one is even more pearly, more reflective. This one is more of like a natural sheen. This one has shimmer in it. Not like glitter, but very, very fine shimmer all throughout this liquid, and it does look stunning on the skin. It's really nice to highlight the skin and give it a nice glow right underneath your foundation, but it's not gonna hydrate the skin at all. I would even say that the Wet n Wild one is a little bit more hydrating than this one. This one just gives you straight up glow, which is why it's not my favorite, but this might be amazing mixed in with my favorite moisturizer. Like, this combo might look beautiful on the skin, so I cannot wait to try it out like that. But on its own, underneath my foundation, I don't love it. So I'm definitely gonna be mixing this in with other products, maybe mixing it in with like a dewy foundation. I don't know, we shall see. All right, and then last but not least, I got 2 of these, and I wanna pick up more because I love it. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip. Basically, these are liquid lipsticks. It says it has a velvet finish, and I would totally agree. When I was first applying this to my lips, I'm actually wearing this one on my lips right now. This one's called All Natural Nude. I love this color so much. I feel like I'm gonna use this color all the time. But anyway, when I was first applying this to my lips, I was like, okay, this is gonna be one of those liquid lipsticks that are literally just liquefied lipsticks. It's not gonna be matte, it's not gonna dry down. I thought it was gonna be that type of liquid lipstick, but it's not. I mean, it is at first. When you start to apply it, you're like, okay, this is pretty liquidy, but it does eventually dry down after a few minutes, and I really, really like it. It feels so comfortable. It does transfer a little bit, but like barely. See, it's like barely any transfer, and it just feels so nice. I really recommend these. I mean, this is the only color I've tried, and I don't know if it lasts all day, but I love how it feels on the lips, and the formula seems to be really, really nice. But anyway, guys, that completes this video. Those were the products I just recently purchased off of the Wet n Wild and the Physicians Formula website. Let me know if there's some more drugstore brands you guys want me to try out, any affordable makeup you want me to haul, anything drugstore related, leave it in the comments below. Drugstore stuff just gets me really excited. I love new drugstore makeup more than I like new high-end makeup. I don't know why, I just love it. But anyway, guys, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So let me get, you know what? It was a drugstore, it was a matte, dark chocolate color. It's not gonna dry down. Celine! Oh my gosh. Celine just scared the crap out of me. It was like having a bad dream, and her eyes were twitching. It was really weird. Just scared the crap out of me. But anyway.